Guys, welcome back. We're on live down here in Tijuana Beaches, doing a video and an update on what's the vibe like down here. The vibe down here is generally pretty good. Okay, the weather is really nice. It's like 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather is nice. That's one thing I love about this area. The price point is nice. The safety is nice. I actually feel more safe down here than I do walking in downtown San Diego a lot of times, simply because there's not a huge homeless problem down here. There's not like a massive amount of homeless people wandering the streets, peeing everywhere, disturbing the peace and things like that. They don't tolerate that stuff down here, so a lot of people are kind of on the fence about whether or not this particular area of Tijuana is safe. And as somebody that lives down here and resides down here, I can say that, yeah, this area down here compared to like downtown San Diego is way safer. There's security kind of just in every shopping center. So any shopping center you go to, unlike on the San Diego side where you have people just shoplifting and walking out of the store without paying for goods and services, down here they don't really tolerate that. They don't tolerate homelessness. If you look out of place or you look like you're doing something wrong, probably going to end up in a very quickly escalating scenario. People are generally pretty friendly down here. Literally everybody who's walking by, just because I have a camera and they kind of know that I'm probably doing a YouTube thing or some type of documentation of this area, they're all waving at me. They're not, it's not just like, oh, what is that guy doing down there? They don't really care about that. So a lot of people think that like if you're an American and you come down here, you're going to be targeted by like cartel members or anything like that. That is like so far from the actual reality. And I think the reason that they portray this type of stuff on the news is because if people knew how generally safe and secure this particular area of Tijuana is, you'd probably have a lot more people coming here on a regular basis, and the infrastructure in the city probably wouldn't be able to support the population growth, because you don't need a visa to enter Mexico from the U.S. side. You literally can just drive or walk over. And, the proximity, I can see through that wall into Imperial Beach. Literally, I can look through that wall and look into Imperial Beach, California. So a lot of people would come down here, and it probably wouldn't be the best for the infrastructure and things like that. But generally speaking, the people are pretty cool down here. Like the vibe is really chill. People don't stress about stuff too much down here. And it's not just like the Americans like me that live down here. I'm talking about like the locals. The local people, they have a really cool vibe about them because they don't stress about the hustle and bustle of making it. And what I mean by that is, generally speaking, I would go as far to say that the local Mexican, the local people that are earning the local wages down here, have a better life than the average person in San Diego. And the reason that is because it's so damn chill and it's so damn affordable, even for the locals. I mean, the wages down here aren't really that bad for local people. I looked it up online. The wages down here for the living costs actually aren't that bad. The minimum wage down here per day is like $27 to $30. However, when you start getting into the local neighborhoods, you can get like a really good 2-bedroom or even 3-bedroom apartment for like $200, $250, just a normal local place. So even if you're making, a lower wage, you're still able to have a better quality of life than you are on the San Diego side, where everybody is basically barely making ends meet. So if you're down here and you're a local and you're barely making ends meet, it's still better than being over there barely making ends meet, because it's just so much more. There's so much less tension down here. There's so much less riffraff. There's so much less. It seems like there's less people on drugs and crime. Like the crime down here seems a lot less. So it overflows into the normal day-to-day economy, where it seems to me, from my perspective, if I was a local, I would probably say that people down here probably have a better quality of life than people over there. And I know that's probably saying a lot, right? Because, I just said people down here, a lot of people are only making $30 a day, but at the same time, it's way more affordable, guys. I mean, even for locals. So how is the vibe? The vibe down here, pretty darn good. Okay, like most things down here are pretty easy to handle. The food's great. The affordability factor is great. The people are cool as hell. I mean, literally everybody driving by here is just waving. They're just saying, hey. That in San Diego, they'd probably be like, oh man, what is that guy doing? What is that guy doing over there? He's filming one of those YouTube videos. And people here are just really, kind of generally speaking, a lot more friendly. When they, when you go into somewhere, or you're like, if I'm at the gym or I walk into the sauna or something, everybody says good afternoon to one another. It's not like this awkward silence of like, just an eerie feeling. Everybody's pretty cool and chill. And it makes the day-to-day life pretty good, okay? And it's not just because I'm down here committing geo arbitrage, making dollars and spending pesos. Like even if I didn't have the income that I have, I still think that the people down here are generally better off. It just seems that way to me. I don't know if they're what exactly it is. It feels more organic down here. Things feel more natural. Everything doesn't feel so man-made and smoke and mirrors. Like things feel real down here. That's as much as I can. That's about as bluntly as I can say it. Is things feel more organic. They feel more real. People feel more genuine down here. You don't feel like there's like an underlying motive when you're having a conversation with people. People are just in general pretty straightforward and friendly down here, and I like that about it. It's got a very close-knit kind of community feel with every aspect, from walking into the grocery store to going into a restaurant. And you got it, and it has nothing to do with the money, because these people are making far less than people over there. But with the cost of living, they have a better quality of life down here. So I think that's what a lot of people don't get. They think that like America is this place where, everything's just great for everybody. America sucks for most people, honestly. I don't know that I could live in America again full time. I mean, maybe I could live down in Florida for a little bit of time of the year, but as far as full time living over there, I don't know. For me, it's not really happening anymore. I don't really see myself over there anymore. It's just too annoying. I mean, the politics are annoying, on both sides of it. I don't get involved in it anymore, but the politics is annoying. The people seem pissed off all the time. People just seem like they're fucking annoyed about everything. And I think the reason that is because you literally, if you're not in the upper bracket of society, like you're not a multi-millionaire, like what's the fucking point? I mean, what is the point of living over there? It's stupid. I prefer to live in a place that's a little bit more organic, that has, just real things happening. And everybody in the U.S. that I see on a day-to-day basis is basically faking it until they make it, and they never end up making it for the most part. Like I said, if you're a multi-millionaire, maybe that's a different story. But if you're an average Joe like me, I prefer living somewhere where people are in a good mood. People are happy. People are, they care about the well-being of people that are around them, regardless of, their skin color or their, ethnic background or anything like that. They don't care about that type of stuff down here. I've never experienced anything where I feel like, because I'm an American down here, that they're like mad that I'm here. And I know I get a little hate on the comment section and stuff, but, that's anywhere you go, man. That's anywhere you go. But on a day-to-day basis, people don't really seem to have much of a issue with life down here. People just in general are having a good time. People are real friendly, and the area is beautiful. So let me just shoot you around here. We'll wrap up the video. Just a quick little vibe video. Hope people are doing well. And maybe I can walk down here and show you kind of the beach side, right? Here's the little like lighthouse. You guys have been down here. It's the famous lighthouse. And they redid the artwork on this mural. It used to be like a bunch of government propaganda. They had a little photo of President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden like making out with each other. It was just kind of this humorous like government propaganda thing. So yeah, this is like the little beach vibe they got down here. And yeah, it's a really cool place to hang out. A really cool place to live. The weather's great. Like I said, you got ocean Mediterranean climate. You got people in a good mood rather than, you know, everybody being pissed off. So, yeah. I mean, you got a large police presence that, you know, kind of protects the area. There's not any homeless down here, basically virtually at all. So you don't have to worry about, like, you know, some homeless guy acting erratic or throwing fucking feces on you or something crazy. It actually smells like fresh air down here rather than, you know, a lot of times when you're in San Diego, it just smells like urine. So these are kind of the pros and the cons. I mean, what are the cons? I can't think of any off the top of my head. You know, I know a lot of people that comment are like, dude, I don't know how you deal with the traffic crossing the border. Like, I don't really cross the border too much. I don't really feel the need to. I cross the border maybe twice a week. And, you know, maybe, I guess if you're crossing the border every single day, maybe that would get kind of annoying. But, you know, I haven't designed my life like that. I don't have to, you know, I don't have to cross the border multiple times a week. And, you know, it's all how you create it, guys. You know, if that's what you got to do and that's what you don't want to do, then maybe I would recommend not moving down here. But, you know, for me, I don't cross the border that often. I don't miss San Diego. I'm not like, oh man, I got to get over to San Diego as quick as possible. That way I can, you know, be in the San Diego world. Like, I don't really think of life like that, guys. I have my regimen, my routine, and I kind of stick to that routine pretty regularly. I like going to the gym. I like working out, being outside, hanging out, going to restaurants, things like that. I don't really, you know, I don't really have some fantasy of like being in San Diego or, you know, anything like that. I'm pretty much a kind of guy that I have a routine. I have things that I like doing, and past that, you know, I don't really sway away from it. You know, I don't have to. You know, there's people that I know in my apartment complex, and they're like in San Diego all the time. And they're like fighting traffic to get there all the time and like all this stuff. And it's like, dude, I didn't move down here to be working in San Diego constantly. Like, that's what I was already doing. You know, that's what I was already doing. So yeah, I mean, vibe down here, pretty, I would say 9 out of 10. I mean, there's always room for improvement. But 9 out of 10, I would say the vibe in San Diego is about an 8 out of 10. It's still pretty up there too. Like I said, nothing wrong with San Diego. You know, it's just people are pissed most of the time that I encounter. It seems like the average person, like when you go to the gym, you know, I never see people saying hello to one another really, as just on a general basis. So that's just kind of one comparison. Everybody says hi to one another. But yeah, it's just generally pretty friendly down here, I guess, is the summary. All right, I'm glad you guys liked the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll try to have some more videos like, you know, that people want to see or whatever. Coming out. Cranked out a few videos today, and we'll see you soon. Take care.